Hello everyone, welcome back to Rock Security, where you learn how to protect yourself online. My name is Roxana and I'm bringing you another episode of Personal Security. Today we're going to talk about social engineering and what types of attacks to look out for. Let's get into it. What is a social engineering attack? In a social engineering attack, an attacker uses human interactions, social skills, to obtain or compromise information about an organization or its computer systems. An attacker may seem unassuming and respectable, possibly claiming to be a new employee, repaid person, or researcher, and often offering credentials to support the identity. However, by asking questions, he or she may be able to piece together enough information to infiltrate an organization network. If an attacker is not able to gather enough information from one source, he or she may contact another source within the same organization and rely on the information from the first source to add to his or her credibility. So, social engineering is mostly people using their social skills and trying to get the victim's trust. And social engineering attackers focus on human error. They wait for employees. They wait for you to trust them and to give them your personal information. They build a relationship with you to give them your personal information. It doesn't have to be within an organization. It can just be personally, because there are certain people who do try to find out about a lot of things, especially when it comes to a more vulnerable group, and they're trying to gain their trust, therefore taking their money usually. Social engineering has a very specific life cycle. The life cycle starts with investigation. They identify the victim, they gather background information, they select whatever the attacks they can do on that victim, and so on. Then they move into the hook, which is mostly deceiving the victim to gain trust. It engages with the victim, it's trying to build up a story around it, and then kind of just taking control of that information. It's more of a manipulative relationship. Then third is play, obtaining the information over a period of time, which during a period of time they're gonna expand their story, they're gonna execute the attack in any shape or form, and they're gonna disrupt, they're gonna take your money, take your data, or disrupt the business that you're in, and so on. The fourth and final stage of the whole cycle is closing the interaction and then wiping any suspicious information. They remove all traces of malware or communication or everything that they had with you. They cover their attacks, and then they bring the charade to a natural end. They run with your money, technically. That's how I see it. I've put together 5 types of attacks that social engineering attackers use. 1. Phishing. Oh my god, I've been saying phishing so many times, but it's such a common thing that we all face every single day. They're the type of thing like passwords and stuff like that we all have to manage, we all getting in contact with, and I'm gonna say it time and time again, look out for phishing emails. The thing with phishing is not just phishing like email phishing. It can be phone call phishing, like phishing, or through text, or just in person sort of thing. They're just they pretend they're sending you a message, and they pretend they are a certain person just to gain your contact, and they're asking certain questions or just to gain more confidence in you, and so on. I have a full video on the security of your emails, which I'm gonna link down below and up here. So please do watch that if you haven't watched it. If you have, thank you. Like, subscribe, do the YouTube things. Smash that like button. Give me a subscribe from you. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, so watch that. But phishing is everywhere. It's in your email account right now. Any type of email account, including your personal account or your company account, your kids' accounts, if your kids have accounts, your parents' accounts, your grandparents' accounts. It's everywhere. That's why email services have things like spam filters in place. Let me know down below if you want me to make a video about spam filters in emails. and I'll get on that. Let me know down below. 2, pretexting. Pretexting is gaining the trust of the victim. They go face to face and they make an interaction. They take you to a coffee, or they're trying to like give you a job, or you know, they're selling you a service and they're gaining your trust, and so on. So it's more of a starting to gain the trust, and then when it gets down to it, that's when they ask you for your credentials, they ask you for your bank details, take your money, run with it. Again, the pretexting very much is based on human trust. They're trying to like befriend you, trying to like get them to help them out in something, and then take your bank details, take your money, run with it. Done. Case closed. And then erase everything that happened before. So it's technically just like you left in the desert, in the middle of nowhere, being like, hello, 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 hello. And like poor and have no money. That's sad. But let's not do that. Okay? Okay. Third type of attack is baiting. Baiting is more of a exchange of information. In the sense of like, if any of you have gone into random websites because you didn't have the VPN to be in the location that you were trying to watch from, and you go into the random website, you just click Grey's Anatomy, watch online, and you click on the first thing that comes up, and then the first thing that comes up says create a free trial for a month to watch this video. What do you have to do? You have to introduce your bank details. So it's an exchange of services in a way, because you're giving them your money, well, your bank details, and they're saying that they're gonna give you the streaming service. It's like Netflix, but illegal, because they're not actually gonna do that. They're not a company, they're not a streaming service, they're just spin up random websites. You're trying to watch, I don't know, Riverdale, and you don't have a Netflix subscription, and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go on a random website and stream it online for free, because why not, you know? And then you go into there, they say they're gonna be a free trial, but you technically put your card details into it, and then you watch it. You said that you cancelled it technically after you've watched it, but they still have your bank details, and they're not a company. So technically they're probably not gonna respect your right to be forgotten. They got your details. That's kind of what baiting it is. It's an exchange of things. I give you that, but you give me your bank details. Or like, I stole something from you. Ransomware is a way of baiting, because I've encrypted your data. If you want your data back, you need to give me money. That's kind of what it is. Fourth is scareware. When it comes to scareware, it can come in any shape or form. It can come through phishing emails, it can come through phone, it can come through so many different things, but it's whole social engineering. Scareware is you being bombarded with threat information. They're saying that they're gonna like do this for you. Ransomware is scareware as well. It's a combination of a lot of things. And they threaten you. They find a secret of yours, and they're just like manipulating that. They're trying to like get money out of you. Scareware can come in so many different forms. You might encounter scareware on a random website because they're gonna block your computer. I've mentioned that in my scam email. They will block a computer and say you have to call this number in order for us to clean your computer. You have been infected with this virus. Call us, pay us £1,000 to get your virus out of the computer. I need to stop doing that, but it's fun. You're welcome, everyone. Don't go victim to that. Don't pay those people money. They have plenty. I'll link the video up and down below. Watch it. It's really fun. I had a great time doing it. Also, smash the like button. So yeah, scareware plays on fear. It plays on people being scared for their lives. It plays on fear, being scared that their computer has been infected, even though it hasn't. And you can just shut down the computer and start it again, and everything's fine. It plays on people's fears. It plays on people not getting their paycheck. Don't fall victim to that. They're just trying to get your money. You don't have a virus in that situation. And don't, just double check through your reputable sources that everything's okay. Don't fall victim to them. And even though they're scared, just shut the phone. If they called you and said, this this happened and like blah blah blah, like, or if you don't do this, so on. Like, take it as a serious threat, but do double check your emails, do double check your bank account and so on. And if it's a personal attack, please do report it to your local police. We don't want you to be scared, especially in this time where a lot of people play on the scare that's in the world right now, and they sell testing kits that are very much not viable, or they just don't give you the testing kit, they just sell you the testing kit, but they're just scams technically. So yeah, please don't fall victim to that. Okay, and the final thing is tailgating. Imagine working into an office building, and us being nice people, you see a person with a ton of equipment after them, and then you're like, oh, I'll keep the door open for you, it's okay, you don't have to scan your card, it's okay, I'll keep the door, just pass. That is tailgating. That person, unless you know that person personally, they might be working for an attacker. They might be working to attack your company. Tailgating is, or piggybacking, it's kind of like piggybacking onto somebody malicious piggybacking onto someone legitimate. Like you leaving the door because you're a nice person open for them, or leaving the gate open for them, or it's like, no, it's fine, just get in, you don't have to scan your card, you don't have to identify your biometrics, it's okay. If you don't know the person, don't believe them, and send them to security to go through the appropriate measures. Try, as much as it's hard for me to tell people, try not to be nice because you can't say that. Try to be cautious, into the sense of watch out for suspicious people, because they're just trying to get into the organization and they might not work for the organization. This is why a lot of us have a badge, you have some sort of card to let you in different places. Don't just open doors for everyone and anyone. This is why companies have in place things like visitors policies, because they want to mitigate this sort of attack. So as much as I understand that you're trying to be nice, try to be cautiously nice and only keep open doors for your colleagues, people that you personally know that they work in the organization. And it's the same thing with your building. Don't just open doors randomly for everyone, because you might be letting an attacker or a thief into your building to God knows steal what from whom or from whatever. So don't just like allow everybody to walk in as they wish. If you have a security system, please do use it, because it's very important to just protect us as a community and so on. So be cautiously nice. Cautiously nice. To take away from that, in order to mitigate these type of things, I have a few tips. First of all, think before you click on any attachment, on any links or anything like that. Research the sources that where those messages are coming from. Research the companies that are asking you for money. Again, like if somebody's threatening you, contact the police, let them know what it is. Watch out for phishing emails. It's very important not to click on anything, and also like make aware everybody around you the type of phishing emails that you've been getting, so they don't click on those type of emails. Or try to make a culture around you of talking about these type of things. So if your mom gets an unsuspected email, they can just send it to you and say, this sounds weird, or this sounds way too good to be true. Also, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. I have one principle that I would like to leave you with. Learn the power to say no. A lot of the times we're very much a yes ma'am society. I would like people to start saying no more often and prioritize their life and prioritize their goals and so on, and prioritize their digital security and their mobile security. Have the power to say no to huge prices. Have the power to say no to scareware, to say no to people that are threatening you, to say no to phishing emails, to say no to bad passwords. Have the power to say no to scammers. Learn to say no to all these things. You have the power to all those things. Learn how to do it, and learn to do it more and more frequently. Learn to prioritize your safety and to prioritize your family's safety and your online safety, and learn to say no to people that are trying to manipulate you. And I leave you with that. Learn to say no, and you can protect yourself from a lot of bad things. This is it from me today. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, smash the like button, comment down below anything that you would like, anything else that you would like me to talk about. Follow me on Instagram, follow Rock Security on Instagram. I have more tips and tricks in there as well for you. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with more security information. Bye!